Hey guys, and welcome to DarkendFearz YouTube. So today I bring a battle against WileChase, and let me just say, this is actually one of my worst battles ever. But what can I say? Regardless, he played better than me, and even though he knew my team and I didn't scout him, wink wink. So right off the bat, he leads over to Dragonite. I know he's gonna go for the Draco meter, so I just go straight for the U-turn. That's gonna hit the Dragonite because I want to U-turn that Dragonite out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I go into my Calm Mind Wish Rachi, and I kind of didn't want to reveal that, but you know what? He's the only one that could take a Draco meter. Here, I predict the Earthquake, so I'm going to go into my Rotom. He goes into a Swampert, that's fine. I know he's going to lay up some rocks. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Just burning that Swampert because it's one of the things that could stop my Calm Mind Jirachi sweep, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So I go into Jirachi knowing that he's probably going to go for the Ice Beam, if not Roar, and I'm going to be able to get up a Wish because at this point with Swampert burned, the Earthquake is not going to do all that much because, you know, Burn cuts the attack by half. So I go for the Wish, and he goes straight for the Roar. Unfortunately, he roars me into Vaporeon. I'd rather be roared into something else, but you know what, Vaporeon will have to do. I kind of wanted to scout his team a little bit because I haven't seen it. And he goes back into Dragonite, and I just go for the Roar, and it brings him out into his Rotom, and I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Are you like for reals? And here I go into my Jirachi because I figured he was gonna go for something, and no, for some reason I thought he would be a bulky Rotom, but he wasn't. And anyway, he goes into a Metagross. No, he's gonna go for the EQ, so I go into Skarm, and he meter mashes instead. It does about half because I'm guessing he's Choice Band, and this is a special defensive Skarm. So I'm gonna go for the Roost here because I don't know why. Like, I hadn't even attacked this battle. All I did was Roar and Will-O-Wisp and then Roost. So I'm already starting off the battle terrible. And then somebody told him that I had a ttar, so he went for the random EQ spam, and I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, whatever. Life would have been a lot easier with my ttar because I am Troy Scarf, and I'm deciding to disown this team because it's actually becoming so predictable in this metagame. So be looking out for a new team. You won't see this team unless I'm gonna be posting older battles that I have yet to upload. So anyway, thanks guys for subscribing. Just for you new subscribers out there. Here I'm going to go into No Coon because No Coon is better than Coon. And he's going to go for the Earthquake. Gets a crit. I guess it somewhat mattered just because of the fact that I would have a Vaporeon around. It kind of was like more like salt in the wound, like these people keep saying now, and now it's in my head. Jesus Christ, thank you, the Killer Notch, and whoever the fuck said that. So yeah, I'm gonna kill him off with an Ice Beam, and he goes into his Jirachi. I didn't know what type of Jirachi this was, so I went for the Wish or the Surf just in case. And he turns out to be Grass Knot, so I'm guessing he's probably a mixed Rachi without with an extra belt. So I go into Rotom, and I completely wall him, go for the Discharge, trying to get the Parahax on whatever comes in. Thank God he didn't go into Swampert, he goes into Togekiss. I don't get the Parahax, and that's okay by me because I know Togekiss cannot touch me at all unless he randomly carries like HP Psychic or Psychic, if they can learn that. And he's going to go for the Air Slash, and I'm going to go for the second Discharge. I get the Parahax here. Kinda useless because of the fact that his Air Slash was not doing anything, and all he could do was Roost, and that would just leave in a long stall war. So I just decide to kill him off here and don't go for a switch prediction, and that's fine by me. He actually ends up staying in, so kind of have some hope right now. The match isn't looking too great for me at the moment. He brings in his Swampert again. I was thinking he was gonna go for the Roar, so I go for the Rest. Unfortunately, he goes for the Ice Beam, and I'm sorry for these aim noises. I shall probably get off that. I will right now. The second, bye aim. And okay, so yeah, he Ice Beamed me there, and it's not that bad because I'm on rest turns, but I know he's gonna Roar here, so I go for the Sleep Talk, burning a turn of sleep. I get the Discharge, completely useless because I couldn't even touch that Swampert once it was burned, and he roars me out into Mike. Kinda didn't want to see that, kinda did. Here I figured he wasn't gonna go for the Ice Beam, so I figured he was, so I go for the U-turn. But he goes into his rotom-h, and I go for the U-turn. And at this point, I'm really not feeling too great about myself, but I know that Calcs rachi could win this, and I go for the end. I thought, I still had the mentality that he was a bulky rotom, and I didn't see the leftovers, and then he tricks, and I get the choice scarf on my wish rachi, and that is good game for me because I cannot touch this rotom any longer. The only thing I could do is go into Jirachi and Psychic, but 2 Shadow Balls are going to kill me, and it's really not looking good for me. So I go into Mike, get the Wish back up, and I set up my rocks now when it's completely useless because he's just going to obliterate me with his micro oven because I can't even touch it because he got that Earthquake off on Tyranitar. So, good game, Wile. Can't say I really enjoyed it too much, but it was fun battling you. Definitely get a rematch, and hopefully I will play actually good or normal instead of this crap. But you know what? I can't make any excuses. He did play well. Made a few nice predictions. So now I'm just kind of rambling on, and I had to do this for 2 more minutes and watch this micro oven kill my team. I guess I should probably just put in music and go eat breakfast or something. I guess that sounds like the most logical thing. Now I'm kind of feeling weird because I'm talking to a computer and nobody's in the room, so this is kind of strange. God, isn't Pokemon the best, man? Okay, so I guess I'll finish narrating this. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Mike, the hermaphrodite, because it's a female, and I'm gonna go for the U-turn. Gonna go into Skarmory, and he's gonna go for the safe Shadow Ball. Now I knew the only way I could win this was if he over-predicted and gone for the Shadow Ball in order to hit my Gliscor, but he's not gonna over-predict, and I didn't run some Calcs on this Iron Wing. But he is a special defensive tank, and I know he could take Magnezone's T-Ball at max HP. So he does get a crit. I'm pretty sure it didn't matter, but I could run some Calcs, and I'll leave it in the sidebar in the description. So I'm gonna go back into Mike, gonna go for the U-turn because that's the only thing that could hit it, and he's gonna just spam the Shadow Ball again, and it's gonna hit my Rotom, who's obviously gonna die because it's weak. I don't know how he was saying that this Rotom might give him issues. Yeah. So that my Rotom's gonna go down, and now I send in Gliscor. I know the only way I could win is if I U-turn this Rotom to death, and yeah, but I was about to Earthquake just for the lulz, and he goes into Jirachi, and if I Earthquake there, I would have laughed so hard because, like if I Earthquake and got a crit or something, I would have actually had a chance to win this, but, yeah, he's gonna go for Ice Punch, no Sandville hacks there, so, good game, Wile, once again, rate, comment, subscribe.